I ain't done. I'm not done on her. I'm on her ass right now. I'm on her ass right now because she's responsible for so many people suffering, and her behavior, the way she's treated people, her abuse of power, she needs to be exposed for it all. This is something that the justice system needs to get involved with her and shut it down. Like, that's one of those things. Yeah, the justice system needs to get involved with her because she has a lot of power and she's destroying the lives of so many people. She is a parasite. Jen is a parasite. Okay? She's a parasite. She's a pedophile. She's a murderer. She's a racist. She's a rapist. Like, this is information about her that it needs to be on a public platform. Because, like, the way she's treating people, like, if y'all were to have found out what she was doing to people, not just me, but other people, oh, no, no, no. She would be crucified right now. Like, this is not a joke. Like, what she's done to innocent people, good people, children, out of racism, out of religious practice, whatever her motives or her reasons for acting the way she acted, for the most part, were religion and racially motivated, on top of homophobia as well. And she's a hypocrite, but I'm not going to get into that right this second. So, Jen. Okay, so Jen she was not only a volunteer at Andre's house, but she's also a police officer. A police officer. Y'all hear me? Police officer. So somebody that as something like, she wasn't even getting paid for this, but she was poisoning people's food for free. Whatever budget that Andre's house is getting from wherever, from the government, that was what she chose to waste the budget on. It's food poisoning people and killing them. I mean, she's done so much more, but I can't talk about it all in this sesh. But when the information comes to me, I will definitely share more. But she's a fucking police officer. How would you feel, somebody like that who is willing to harm a bunch of innocent people out of pure racism? How would you feel this person being your neighborhood police officer? With your kids going to school. It could be one day she's working a morning shift and one of your kids is crossing the street and she has an off day. You see what I mean? Like, do you really feel comfortable with somebody like that? Teaching your kids, being anywhere around your kids, having the authority over you and your family? Say if she's a landlord and you're paying rent to stay there. You don't know what she's capable of doing while you're sleeping. The landlords have the keys to all the apartments. You don't know what she could do while you're gone. If she finds out where you live and you're a person of color, or say you just so happen to be a part of the LGBT community, and she decides to drop by your house unannounced while you're not there, you don't know what she's doing. She could be putting all types of stuff in your house. That was the type of person. She was sneaky like that. Jen was sneaky like that. That's how she moved. She'd smile in your face, pretend like everything is okay, and do some shady stuff behind your back or while you're sleeping. Or put something in your food. Like, she was sneaky like a snake. just disgusting human being. She's harmed so many innocent people. Like, this is personal because she's a police officer. And we all know how police officers move in the United States. And this is bigger than just the United States. I mean, check, like, if you look into in Britain, Great Britain, how the police officers are treating people of color, more specifically black people in Great Britain, how they're being treated in the UK. Like this, you know, racial profiling within the police department. It's not news. This is the ongoing reality, and for some of us, we've been harassed by police every day. I know I have. I've been harassed by police officers even without the uniform. Right? Because you get some of these police officers that are neighborhood police officers. When they take off their uniform, their neighborhood watch, unfortunately. And when they have a racist or a bigoted mentality, they're going to take it out on the people that are closest to them, like by range, by distance. Or they're going to take it out on people that work with them. They're going to abuse people who don't have the power to shut them down. Now, the mindset of Jen, being a police officer in the neighborhood, abusing their power, with the traffic stops, the wrongful arrests, false imprisonment of a lot of people. And think about it. The police force is filled with a lot of people who act just like her, who think just like her, roaming around the cities, patrolling people. And you never know when your child is going to get pulled over. I hate to bring it down to the children, but we got to involve the children into this, because the person that I'm talking about and the people who are just like her character-wise are not above hurting children. And if we're going to protect the children, we need to be aware of the danger that they're in. When people don't lose their job or get fired or get held accountable, that puts our children at risk. And it's personal. When it comes to human rights violations, that's personal. And for some of y'all who, regardless of what your skin color is, if you've been discriminated against for whatever reason, you know exactly how awful and dehumanizing that experience is when you're dealing with someone who is either a government official or someone that just has enough power over you to continue to act the way that they're acting. Imagine being profiled and discriminated against every single day of your life. Every single day of your life, you are being treated poorly. You're being reminded that you're less than a human being. No matter what you do, no matter how far you move away, you have someone that's on your trail, provoking you, taunting you every single day. Somebody that has that level of insanity, that's willing to go that far. It's people out there that are like that, and Jen is one of those people. Jen was that person that had people thinking, that I stayed in connections too long to receive love. But the reality of the let me let y'all know the reality of the situation, because I'm gonna keep it a $150, even if I don't always look good or if I'm in the wrong. Jen was that person that followed me around everywhere I went. It didn't matter. You understand me? Like, I don't know what her obsession was with me, aside from envy. She followed me around everywhere, every single day. So if I moved to another state, guess what? She was already there before I was there, because she had already been tracking everything that I was doing. You see what I mean? When I say she followed me around everywhere I went and infiltrated every single group of people that I spoke to, she did it every day. Every single day. No break.